Okay, so it is day one of our Norwegian Escape sailing, and we're going to end our day uh, talking about embarkation and how our embarkation was, first impression of the ship, first impression of our dinner for tonight, and first impression of entertainment. I guess our
Hmm.
thoughts on that. So let's see. The
Yep.
time is it is 12:15, so we're having a late night for us. So Tony, you want to give your first thoughts or on
Sure.
embarkation?
Embarkation wasn't bad. Princess was much smoother. This was good, but not as good as Princess. Princess really went smooth, and I think it was just because New Orleans is an older port and it's harder to get to. But all in all, it was not a bad embarkation at all.
I agree. It wasn't. I think Princess was a little bit smoother, faster, but then again, this ship does have about 1,000 more people.
Yeah, and it's really the
So,
port more
mm,
than the boat. It's a more modern facility in Fort Lauderdale than it
yeah,
is in New Orleans. So it went smoother, but not bad at all here. I mean, really, between dropping you off, putting the car up, and then coming to the terminal, it was easy.
yeah, yeah. So I thought it was fine. We still have that horror of Holland America back in December for the Zuiderdam. So yeah, it's nowhere, nothing has come close to that. Thank goodness.
Yep.
So anyway, I think it was a win.
Yeah,
So a win, a
it was very
success.
good. I mean, the whole journey down here to New Orleans, staying at the hotel, the coming to the terminal,
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. Okay, first impression of the ship.
I liked it. I thought it was a nice layout of the ship. Is it the best? I can't say, but compared to Holland America and Princess, I like the layout of this ship better. But that's my impression.
Yeah, I so far I like the ship a lot. Um, there's nothing that it seems like it has a lot of fun things to do, more so than any of the other ships that we've been on so far. It is again, it's a bigger ship. It has more of the activities. It has slides and it has what is that? The rope
Yeah,
walk,
it has the rope and
little golf course,
golf
little mini
course. It
golf,
has
putt
lots of
putt.
other things to entertain you. It's got a bowling alley.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm.
if I don't know if I'd call it a bowling alley.
It is. It's a two-lane bowling alley, but it's
I
the
don't
old
remember.
traditional bowling alley.
Okay,
It is. It's a
maybe.
full-scale bowling alley with the smaller balls. I mean, it's what the original bowling alley was.
Okay. So there is quite a lot to do, I think, for what do they call it, multi generational families that are traveling. So for me, first impression of the ship, I think it's fine. The dining rooms are nice. I like the idea of having multiple to choose from and not just being stuck to really one. Although Princess did offer us two, but we never did eat at the other one because we kept our appointment, our you know our reservation. This one is all the freestyle. There are no reservations, and I have
Unless you're doing specialty dining.
yeah, unless yes, thank you. And we will be actually doing that on this sailing. It'll be our first time trying the specialty dining rooms. But as far as not having time, I think I might like it.
I
I
like it
mean,
better because, sometimes you're late, sometimes you're early, sometimes you get, ahead of schedule or behind schedule, and you don't have to worry about losing your time slot.
yeah, because
Again, it's different strokes for different folks. Uh, I like it because you have multiple avenues to choose,
mm-hmm.
whereas with Princess, you had one avenue to choose. If you
Holland
missed
was the
it,
same.
then
Yeah,
you went to the buffet.
yeah.
Here, you have three different dining venues that you can go to that are anytime, which
and
is nice.
and we did with Holland. We I think there was a discrepancy on how late you could be. They give you so long, and then you lose your table. And I
Same
remember,
here, it's 15 minutes. So if you got a 6 o'clock
Okay.
appointment, you got
This
the
was for the main
6:15.
dining room.
Yeah, even
There's,
for the main dining room, it was 15 minutes.
but,
So if your
but is
appointment
there an
was
appointment here for the main dining room?
no, for here, you
Okay.
just
So
show
let
up.
me explain what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
When we are talking about appointments, uh, on the other ships, when you have a scheduled time slot that you have set for your main dining room, this isn't the one that you're paying for, the main dining room, they give you usually about 10 minutes. That's what Holland did. And I remember we had a discrepancy on that, and he thought it was longer. It was like maybe he thought 15. And when we got there, we lost our table and we had to sit at another table. Now, for us, it wasn't a big deal because it was a table over. So it wasn't a big thing. But for some people, if you're eating at a certain time, you could really have to wait. You may not just have, oh, well, we have the table next to the table you normally sit. Here, if you don't make your reservations, they charge you. There is a
That's
fee
only the specialty.
in the specialty
Yeah.
because in the main dining room here, they
Yeah.
don't have a time.
Right.
You go when you want to. But so there you don't have to worry about losing if you decide you want to go at 6 o'clock one day, you want to go at 5 o'clock the next day, and 9 o'clock another day. It doesn't matter. On the other ships, you are given a time that you are scheduled yourself for.
Correct.
That's main dining room. We're not talking about specialty
Or buffet.
or the buffet, but for Norwegian, they don't have in the main dining room, you don't have a time. You come when you want to. Specialty is a time. So that's what we were saying is I think we both like that because if you decide you want to stay later doing something, you don't have to rush off. And that's happened to us before where we were at the pool and we were having fun conversation with someone and we had an early that was on our, I think the Holland America,
That
we had
was
like a,
Holland.
we had a 5 o'clock uh, time slot. And you know, that they didn't, these people were not eating in the main dining room. So it didn't matter to them. They weren't worried about it, but it was kind of like, you know, we got to kind of get away. We have to go get ready. So this is much nicer, I think. So
I
I
agree.
think I like the idea of not having a time.
So what was your impressions on the food?
Um, I didn't like lunch. I was very disappointed with my lunch. Uh, but
I think that was because of embarkation.
but my dinner was fantastic.
I agree.
I
Dinner
think
was
it was,
fantastic. Lunch was, again, it was embarkation day. The chicken was dry. The pasta was overcooked for me. And I know that you didn't like your risotto. But for dinner, it was, I mean, I had the New York strip. It was very good. And the dessert was phenomenal.
yeah, I had a mahi mahi for two for tonight. It was really nice. I really liked it. And the lava cake was really good. And the appetizer was the bruschetta. That's what I got.
Right. And I got
Um,
the shrimp uh, cake. It
yeah,
was kind of like a crab cake, but with shrimp. It was phenomenal compared to what I was expecting. I was expecting like a crab cake, and it was, but it was very, very good. What do you think about the entertainment?
um, I liked the entertainment. I didn't think that it was anything over the top, uh, in my opinion.
I was impressed with the dueling pianos. It was a good dueling
That
pianos from the ones that I've had in the past. These guys and ladies were very, very good.
yeah, I thought the dueling pianos were really nice. I really like that.
Yeah, the Bob Marley special.
It was
He was
nice,
good, but he was not Bob
but
Marley.
don't go to watch. Go eat because when we just sat there to watch and we were hungry. I was hungry. I don't know about him, but I was hungry, and we did go eat right after. But if you're, they have a section in the very back where you can just sit to watch. Unless you've eaten prior, or you really just, I mean, we both
Yeah, I
were.
would definitely suggest to go eat first and go there.
Uh huh.
The problem is with the supper club idea that Norwegian has, you have one choice. You didn't get to choose whether you wanted a fish, a meat. It was you were going to get uh, for this night was chicken parmesan. So if that wasn't what you wanted, that's all you got. And
You had salad, you had chicken parmesan, and then you had some kind of dessert. It looked more
correct.
like a cake.
But you only had one choice
Yeah,
for
that
each
was
of
it.
them.
That was
So that
it.
was it.
That was it. You got salad, chicken parmesan, and then like a cake type, buffet type dessert. If I don't know, if you don't know what buffet type desserts are, I don't look it up. It's just basic cake type buffet dessert, nothing fancy. Uh, so I would just say, yeah, eat before if you're not going to eat at the that show.
At the supper club. If you're going to go to a supper club to see one of their special
Eat before or
band
eat
venues,
or either have.
I would eat before, because that way you're going to be more satisfied with what's happening.
Yeah. I thought it was fine. So far I think that it I like everything that I'm experiencing, and it is a bit different than the last two cruise lines that we've been on. So would you say it's been a little bit different?
It
A little
is,
different
and you know
mentality
the
or
whole thing
thought?
is you're going out of New Orleans and you're spending several hours going down the Mississippi, which is different than most of going. You know, literally 15 minutes, 30 minutes, you're in the ocean. A little different. I like it better. It was a little bit slower, a little bit better than Miami or better than Fort Lauderdale. I don't think it's as nice as, let's say, Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone out of Tampa. I like Tampa a lot. This wasn't bad. Uh, Again, New Orleans is a different environment and a different flavor. We came here, it was raining. It, everybody felt a little drained when we were down in Bourbon Street area. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh, this time being in New Orleans was a lot different than probably about 10, 15 years ago when we were here visiting. But we weren't here for a cruise, we were just here to visit. So it was a whole different vibe than what we experienced last night. One other thing is cocktails, because we have the drink package, and I've not been happy with the cocktail.
Yeah, of the cocktails I've had, the mudslide was okay. I've had a couple other drinks, and they just weren't. They're good, but they're not up to par. I mean, if you go to a really good bar and you get a good, let's say, a White Russian, it tastes really good. Here, I got a White Russian, and it was good, but heavy on the alcohol. Does it make a difference? Kind of yes, because
Mm-hmm.
you're going there for the flavor, and you're not going so much just to get drunk. Uh, Again, Tiffany's had several drinks. She's had a mojito. She's had a Bellini. She's had uh, a
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan, and they have not been as good as other places have made them.
Yeah,
But again, we haven't gone to every single bar, so we'll see how it goes.
yeah. On Princess, I had a mojito there. That was my first drink. We made a video about that, and it was all right. I've had better. This one was actually worse, so I was a little bit sad about that. The Cosmopolitan, I have made them myself better, so I was a little bit sad about that too, because I kind of would expect it to be better than what I can make at home. The Bellini was fine. I mean, it's not very difficult to make. So anyway, I'm hoping I'll find that special drink that I found on Princess, which was the baked Alaska, and then on Holland, it ended up being their oh gosh, what was the name of that?
Bee's knees is the one.
No,
No,
pina colada.
yeah, you
I'm
like the
really
pina
tired.
colada. That's
Yeah,
right.
I really, and I'm not. I've never been a big pina colada fan.
Yeah, and I had the espresso martini both here and at the Princess. Princess was better, but not much better, because I've had ones at other places in Atlanta that were to die for. Neither of these espresso martinis were over the top. They were literally a canned or some kind of mix that wasn't exceptional.
Yeah, so we'll see how tomorrow is. So anyway, tomorrow's a C day. It's day two, and we'll check back in and let you know what our day was like. I think we're just going to probably do a lot of nothing, a lot of
That's my
nothing and a
plan, to
lot of
do a
drinking.
lot of nothing and maybe a couple drinks.
Yeah. All right. See you tomorrow.
Okay. See you guys. Have a good one. This is Tony and Tiffany. We're signing off.